The following is a paid public service announcement from two jamokes who play PlayStation games. If you are a fan of this channel and you want to be kept up to date with whatever this dumbass does, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you can successfully put in your order for the greatest fast food of all time, Popeye's Chicken. With that in mind, this is in Hail My Danganrompa, Chapter 6.
Yeah, and also, Silver, why'd you call yourself a dumbass?
It's two dumbasses.
You said dumbass.
Right, it's not your channel, it's my channel.
Uh-oh. Well, damn.
I mean, you're a big part of the channel, but it's not your name on the channel.
I feel like I am the embodiment of this channel. I feel like I'm kind of like the mascot, like the role model, you know?
I mean, I may be the body. I may be the body of the channel, but you're probably the soul of it.
See? And that's all we need. Perfect synergy.
Speaking of synergy, that gives me the ultimate despair. A group of people who crossed the tragedy 1 year ago, also known as PCN. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. Oh shit, I never... let's... How do you... System... Oh, never mind. I did have it set to... Okay, never mind.
Wait, what'd you do?
I thought I had the volume too high. But it's on the settings that I normally have it on, so...
And also, forewarning too, like, if the comments become too flooded, we might have to turn the comments off because, this is a important chapter too, so...
Well, yeah.
Keep that in mind, whoever.
Yeah, I mean, fair warning, I am playing this game blind, so I don't know anything with the story. I don't know who the mastermind is, although I have predictions on who it might be. But we'll get into that when we get into the trial. But I don't know a majority of the story beats. I only know what I've played. And I've only played the first 5 chapters of the first Danganronpa game. Haven't even gotten to games 2 or 3 yet. And oh, by the way, if you are a fan of Danganronpa, before we get any further in, you're going to want to check out Renegade 68's Twitch. Because he is doing a playthrough of Danganronpa V3. And he's an incredibly nice guy. He's been a friend of this channel for years. And yeah... cool dude who's trying to get his foot in the door on Twitch, so go over and help him out.
One of his fucking igloos melted, so we gotta pay, homage to that too.
That poor seal fat. It didn't stand a chance.
And that bothered. Tough!
Took the words right out of my mouth. That was tough! That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story could come after. You're right. It's a rocket and a tank? I mean, these are all the tools that were used in all the other executions, if I'm right.
I think you might be correct.
When the desk from my attempted execution, although why it's not in a million pieces, I'll never know.
Oh. You don't mess with them school tables, Those shits don't break.
We can open any door in the school. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? We can use that key of yours to open this door, right? Let's find out. Unlock.
Indeed.
Let's see where the fuck this leads.
I wonder why that key's so convenient. Like,
It's the master. It's the master key for the school, obviously.
yeah, but isn't like the ultimate cheat code in this game, pretty much?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Ultimate pain. Ultimate suffering. Ultimate despair. Ultimate execution. Ultimate death. I hope I remembered all that, because it went way too fast. Yeah. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. And thank God Makoto went first.
We would have seen both perspectives over knowing how I'm here.
I know. I just rather, the order that the game chose. It's better it's better for the morale,
Well, her looking at your anus is better than you looking at hers. Is that what you trying to say?
Well, I mean, as an outsider looking in, I'd rather have her closer to me than Makoto. Just saying.
It's true, but why does her fucking skirt look like it ends to like a void, like a black hole? Like, I don't trust that shit. So.
Well, I can think of two reasons. Either A, the game developers hate us, or B, she's wearing short shorts.
Wait, you telling me no panties whatsoever?
Short shorts.
Damn.
Or they're black.
Why are they black?
We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped. I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Of course. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So, Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. Why are you such a good waifu? I mean, ultimate detective. So how long have you been doing detective work? How long? Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. Conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Actually, one sec. I wonder. it show that I'm streaming right now? If I go on...
Yeah, of course.
Share...
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Put it on Discord.
Oh yeah. Wait, what Discord? Because I'm not in.
Renegades.
Did I get invited to?
I mean, just click a link on his, just click the link in his YouTube video.
YouTube video?
Any of his YouTube videos from the past couple of months.
Okay.
That way Alex and whoever else can see that we're up and we're live, and we can keep this shit rolling.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride? So that explains... Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? Kingdom Hearts?
Don't lose your way. Oh, wrong series.
I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. What? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. And that you're a piece of shit. No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face.
so
I want to sever all ties with him because he's a piece of shit.
He's not my dad.
Maury, you are not the father.
Damn. What a twist.
On me, what up? We on chapter 6 of Inhale My Danganrompa.
And this is Silver's blind playthrough.
Yersh. I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
however,
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. Like a bitch! He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him. Probably not. Because nah, I'm not gonna
No,
keep
he's a
making that
deadbeat.
joke.
He's a deadbeat, bro. That's all you need to say.
I'm not gonna keep making that joke.
But seriously, he's not my dad.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. Or that ass. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. What she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. And more
Is this
emotional.
some sexual tension? Like, I feel right now.
I mean, waifu and husbando climbing a ladder, just talking? I don't know.
Dude, you know how cool she is to piggyback you? Like, she's like, hey, that's close to just fucking taking you, dude.
I'm not gonna argue.
It's clearly she's the, the dominant person in a relationship, I'm assuming, right?
I mean, that's not always a bad thing.
I guess.
As long as she knows... Nah.
At least-
I'm not gonna finish
You
that
would've said
sentence.
that?
I'm not gonna finish
You
that
would've-
sentence. It's 2019.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we're about to put the age rating high on this, bro, if you would've said that shit. And demonetized.
I can't even get monetized. I
Bro,
keep telling
the
you
makers
this.
The makers of the game put monetization on they're taking the money, so if you demonetize their monetization, that's our ass. That's all I'm gonna say. That's our ass.
I mean, that's true, and that's tough, but they are, well, not illegally monetizing my video. They have every right, but it's free advertising, man. You can't say no to free advertising.
So all I'm gonna say is just moving forward, we can't compromise these characters, bro. We gotta keep these characters fucking legit. That's all I'm gonna say, dude.
We spent the whole game keeping these characters legit. If I want to go off the rails on the final fucking chapter of the game, I think I've earned that right after all the twists and turns this game has put me through trying to despair the fuck out of me. I'm trying to survive, goddammit!
Ask and you shall receive.
But there's one thing.
One more thing.
One thing that I can never forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
So,
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. And marry you in the future. In order to remove him from my life forever. And make sure our wedding is actually good. What's up, FH?
Bro, I'm looking at the screen. She's not saying that shit. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? You're compromising this whole fucking thing.
I told you, I'm going to fucking cope.
Damn.
This game has kicked me in the dick too many times to not cope at this point.
All I'm gonna say is hopefully our boy FH enjoys that fucking upskirt. That's all I'm gonna say, dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
Just keep your tongue in check, pervert. There's only one thing that's going there, and it ain't your goddamn tongue, alright?
Lizard boy.
But your family, to just cut him out like that.
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey,
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul? I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. And the best cutscene in the game is now over.
Now where's our money?
A moment of silence for that ass.
That ass was life. That ass was darkness. Darkness is my life. Simple.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And another thing too
Good
is
to
like,
see you suck again.
should we tell Fish that his character got click-clacked in the series or not?
Who, Ifumi?
You know, dude.
By the way, FH, your character has already died in this game. Sorry to tell you.
He said keep
But
saying so,
but
bro.
apparently my character also died, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Although my character died going Ultra Instinct, so I can't say it's a complete L.
Well, your whole redemption arc didn't even happen, so you know, I think it kind of isn't now. But
I just
the less
kept,
we talk about that, the better.
I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, passing all the gravestones of our fallen comrades. Especially that fat bitch Hifumi. I mean FH. I mean Hifumi. I'm kidding.
hell
I'm
no.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name, Silver, before I beat it out of you.
Is your well past your prime?
We finally reached the top.
Ooh.
Looks like
I guess
this
it
is
gets in
it.
then.
indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back. Now just open that sliding door so I can go, here's Makoto.
That's right.
Mikado Silver.
Whatever.
Mikado.
Makoto. Tomato.
Next thing I'm gonna call Kyoko Kirigaya.
Well, here goes nothing. The hatch opened with ease, and so here's Makoto. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly.
Bro, I just took it in.
Go on.
Huh?
Go on.
I was gonna say remember when we came here in the first case, and then there was this hatch that you couldn't open?
Yeah.
That's what you came out of. That
Mhm.
that hatch was actually useful.
Yep.
Crazy. There's continuity to this.
Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Yo, FH, these Japanese games are a lot more entertaining than pew pew mindless shoot.
And plus, Silver's just trying to get to that hentai portion of the game. That's
Exactly.
Like, little did you know, like, FH, like, he's trying to get laid, even though his character's a beta male. Like, he's trying so hard to redeem himself.
Shut up, Gamma.
I'm an alpha motherfucker. With a little bit of the
Yeah.
bubbly, you know?
Well, it's a single player game, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's a story
I'm
game
just here.
with a little bit of I don't know if you've ever heard of Phoenix Wright Ace Detective, but it's
Ace
a game.
Attorney. You
It's
fucking butchered the whole fucking.
yeah, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Okay, fuck off. It's similar to that, in that you have to find the contradictions in statements and shit like that, figure out who the killer is, but it's a lot more
mystery.
stylized. It's a lot more stylized than Ace Attorney.
And Silver's like trying to work on his like reading career because he wants to be an author. That's it.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
He wants that New York bestselling.
You're worried. Yeah, of course.
So then,
Then let's just get a concrete answer.
in
Huh?
other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
however,
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't.
because
Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared?
so
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment when the mastermind let their guard down.
right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Why is this fucking Build-A-Bear Workshop reject waiting for us in the gym?
Oh,
I mean, granted, he's probably the best character in this game, but... By the way, say hi, FH. Hi, FH.
No, you gotta go closer to that. You gotta go closer to that.
That's as
Like,
close
way
as that's as close as the game will let me go. See?
The FH, yeah, that's your character in the game. Like we
Say
all
hi,
determined it.
FH. Oh, and just so you know, where's... no. No.
Actually, wait. After you show him the door, like, I want you
I'm
to go
trying
on
to find
screen.
where my character was. Sayaka, Byakuya, Mondo... Ah, here he is. This is my character, who died going Ultra Instinct. He was basically the ultimate moral compass, who always did the right thing no matter what, even though it made him look like a tool 95% of the time.
And if
So,
you want pictures of these characters, I think Silver can go through their profiles, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. So you just know exactly who Silver is in this game and who FH is in this game. Yeah.
So, this is main character Kun, also known as the most boring person alive. That's me, Kiyotaka Ishimaru. This is the second best character in the game, Byakuya Togami. This is Mondo, also known as the ultimate gangster, or a gang leader.
Actually, wait. I died too in this game, actually. Didn't I say I was Leon? Or was that somebody else?
I think you were... Well, you weren't Chihiro. Yeah, you probably were Leon,
Yeah.
because you're the sports guy.
Where's that Phage's character though?
Hifumi Yamada.
Yeah. Click on that if you can. Yep. Look at that, 5'7". Wait, no, keep it on, because we're trying to, you know.
I did.
Yeah, 5'7", 342 pounds, your chest is 59, you know, 150 centimeter, and you're a fanfic creator. So,
Yep.
AKA, you know, a plate cleaner, so. Yeah.
As for me, 5'9", 146 pounds, 31-inch chest, special... I'm the ultimate moral compass, so I'm also boring as fuck.
And I had charisma, but, like, I got click-clacked, too, so it's like, you know.
Yep. Pika was 5'9", 148, 31 inches, and he's the ultimate baseball star.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of other characters that you can look at.
I think that page is punching walls right now. Because, like, he's not typing what's up.
He's like, this motherfucker!
Oh, wait, go to fucking Sakura's, because I think he wants to see her bust size. You know? Because I know he's into, like, the girls like Sakura.
Oh, Sakura? Yeah.
This type of girl.
6'4", 218 pounds, 51-inch chest. She is the ultimate martial artist. In other words, she's probably the only woman on the planet who can beat all of our asses in a 3v1.
Exactly, handicap. Dead ass.
Now, for the gym.
Crazy.
And he left. I think.
We pissed him off.
I'm still trying to figure out why Monokuma's in the gym, but...
Well now.
Hey! Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here?
Oh, I finished fucking left. I was about to say Makoto pulled the Undertaker. He's already gone.
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished! Did Kyoko help you? So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. What? But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that? Actually, we didn't specifically give you that character. It's just you showed up, and we're making fun of you. But it is what it is.
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackens and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto? And you can prove this, right? No, I can't. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such bold claims without a shred of evidence. I don't have any right now, but with a little more time I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type? If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution, he would have tried to run and hide, he would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
However,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope. Grr.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Dot, dot, dot. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Very. Well, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be plausible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept? If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Let's
Dude,
have,
we gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. Bro. Like,
let's have one final grisly showdown. You
bro, this is
agree?
barely legal, bro. This is barely.
We still have a shot at this. But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Oh my god.
So for this final face-off, you'll have to uncover all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that, then that'll be enough to qualify as a...
Bro, no, silver.
Yeah.
No. Like, no one's gonna ever take you seriously no more. You gotta stop with this shit, bro. Like, you know you're, like, DM or NCWF. Like, FH is, like, witnessing this fucking stupidity, bro. You gotta... Like, say it how it actually is said, not, like, how he's saying it.
Then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory.
No,
Koala.
Qualify. So,
I'm reading it as it is typed on the screen, so fuck off.
Bro, fuck Spike Chunsoft, man. I'm going to demonetize this video, bro. I'm dead.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all.
Bro, I hope you get buried alive, so like dead ass for this commentary.
If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement.
Oh my god.
When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure. When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out. It was unbelievable, the amount of puns in that one scene alone.
Hey.
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held?
What's wrong?
I remember that, for sure. So what?
Hey.
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? Kiki, you don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? It's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
Listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why did it go quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking! I've got nothing left to say to you! So get lost, would you? Why so mad? He's emotionally unstable. Leave me alone! Get out of here! Okay, I'm going. You really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment. Overflowing with despair. Come on,
I'm so happy you
Makoto.
said despair the whole time.
I know, right?
That would have been like the coffin, like just the coffin, dude. Oh no, Silver. Thank God you didn't do that.
Just
Well,
like that.
all
We're out of the gym.
All I'm gonna
Go
say
on.
is that That fucking performance, bro. You got that fucking character role at Blue's Clues, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. Cause that shit was too crazy.
We just got a bearder. We just got a bearder. I wonder who it's from.
It's koala. And that could be a wombat.
It's Koala the Furball. Somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept.
because
It's all because of that one moment that the Mastermind let their guard down, like I said.
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the Mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? They definitely said that. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable. I almost said unbearable just because of how many fucking bear puns I had to read before. Oh,
Dude,
Jesus.
I was thinking in my mind,
Jesus.
unbelievable. Cause like literally
Yeah.
the whole functionality just fucked
That's
up
another
too.
one. That's another one. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
however,
And yet somehow, the Mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it in another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult.
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem
The Mastermind has been very adamant in not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anyone.
in other words,
So the Mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other, and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely.
Hey,
The outside world is a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You talk about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the Mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal, as the ultimate despair. But that's ridiculous!
It's true.
You're right. It is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would despise, or devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really the only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the Mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The Mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the Mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
That's a cursed image.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. Well, that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone?
however,
Is that really possible?
anyway,
Anyway, right now we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
Alright. I guess in the meantime, one of our viewers asked you a question, Silver. I'm trying to figure out.
Oh,
What they mean by
nothing
that?
has shown up in the chat.
No, Ami said, hey guys, random question, what's the best type of pop? I'm assuming they meant popcorn. Is there different types of pop music?
I don't know, but I'd probably have to say Takis.
Cause this shit's gonna be good.
Exactly. Oh, this is the second floor. What the fuck? I thought I
Yeah.
was on the...
I'm gonna say any popcorn is butter free because FH, kinda has like an eating problem, so he needs to have those those 0 calorie popcorn waffles. Actually, try to
Wait a minute,
vegan
where the
popcorn.
fuck?
No? You don't know where the fucking dining room is? And also another thing I want to ask you is a question to you, Silver.
Yeah.
You kind of bluffed Monokuma into like doing a retrial because there's peer pressure that like people who's watching this game is gonna feel like Monokuma's like messing things up, right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're supposed to believe? So, who are the sick fuckers aside from us that are watching this killing game and condoning this shit? I don't think it's fake. I don't know.
Well, you have FH, who was watching. You had Onme. You have Renegade.
I know our viewers. But I'm saying the people in this, universe, like who's watching
In this
and
universe?
just, like, peer pressure. Yeah.
All of the people in the Ultimate Despair group, and anyone who's still alive in the outside world, because they hijacked the airwaves so that every channel in existence is only showing this.
So what would it matter to those people? Those people don't have any what's the word I'm looking for? What was it? Fucking. They don't have any reason to be like, okay, this game's a sham, and Monokuma would ask be on fire. Like, well, what's really stopping Monokuma from killing everybody? Is what I'm trying to say.
Well,
At the end of the day.
that's the bet part of what Kyoko was saying.
Yeah.
It's the gamble that paid off. He wants to prove that despair is better than hope. The only way to do that is to make everyone in the school give up on their hope. And the best way to do that is to beat them in a trial.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, what does public opinion have to do with Monokuma? Like, he can fucking, I know he's trying to do this point, but the public opinion doesn't really matter if he hijacked the airways and whatever, and did the NWO shit, Right.
Well, they want to prove that despair is better than hope. If you want despair to spread, you have to stomp out the hope of anyone who's watching. And the people who are watching, if they are on the side of hope, they are hoping that these kids will get out of it. If they don't, and it's because that the despair side had the better argument, or whatever other way you want to put it, then and these students represent the hope of the world.
So at the end of the day, what you're trying to say is this is a huge trial in itself.
Yeah.
Like truth versus ideals type of thing, not just in class trials, but humanity trial. Okay.
Yep.
Got you.
At least that's what it seems like to me.
Okay.
So angry he can't even talk right.
Bro, no, say that shit, bro. What do you say?
Too late. I already moved past it.
If you would have said that, I swear to God, a fucking demon would have showed up at your place.
You again.
Yeah, that's it.
that X 103.2.1.255.
Sorry, don't say that shit around me, though. That's the thing.
Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. AG upper 3 dot for some equals sen octa 6-1 exclamation point.
He botched. He had a chance to say 6'9", 69, bro. He was 8 numbers. He could have had 8 numbers.
Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. Ah!
is that Makoto?
Oh? Oh my God.
There's no
We got
way
Banyan Kush, we got Real Waifu, we got Psycho Killer, and we got Egotistic Maniac. That's cool.
Like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that? I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Oh my God.
What?
Wait, what's that smell? Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's
stink?
Makoto! He smells like a wet dog!
Oh. Never mind.
Get away! Shoo, shoo!
Damn.
I mean, in a flash, my tears dried up. Oh my god.
And just then you just realize, damn, like I hate these guys.
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world?
You said spirit world.
Didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. What the fuck?
Cleopatra?
Oh, Miss Cleo is a famous spirit medium
Oh, okay.
in TV and shit.
Also, this guy's really on super drugs right now.
Yeah.
Is what we're assuming.
Pretty much.
Okay.
He's got that next level Banyan Kush.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is, like, if I ever get put in these type of games, bro, I'm just getting high as fuck. Cause I think I'm just gonna, like, no one's gonna fucking kill me, I'm not gonna kill anyone, it's all good.
Exactly. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Save the best one for last. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Toko! You stink! Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten! Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. The smell is so smelly. Super smelly! You smell even worse than me! Way worse than me!
Why is she blushing over the smell?
I
Are you turning
win.
around?
She seems happy for some reason.
Bro, I'd stay away from her, man.
I know, right? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But it's okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial. What? Seriously? What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time, and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time. And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
Correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again, later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time, and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone? Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuro, and all the school's mysteries? It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe. But this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
Indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So, in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is one of the 16 students. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue? Or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us? You can't be serious. Well, wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us. It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active? Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret. I don't care how sneaky you are. We would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times. That maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Bing bong.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. God, Master! He didn't take me with him! Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream! Or coffee! You're totally useless! So, bye! And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me. In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come? Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Oh, we're fucked. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing. I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know? But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto! That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless. So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. And there goes the dumbest, most optimistic girl in the world.
Why that'd be so rude to Hina though? Like, come on.
However,
Because clearly in another lifetime, if you stick the dick in her, you know, then she is the one. That's all I'm gonna say. Dumb.
so though,
I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check. Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Begin final investigation.
I guess a moment of silence once more.
Places to check has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook.
Like, you can't tell me that track isn't like something you'd hear from Persona. Like, that shit's
Yeah,
fucking...
sounds like it. That's fucking awesome.
Yep. Now, what's on the plate, Silver?
First things first. First things first, the headmaster's room. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you.
Fuck, I'm gonna say this because it's actually bothering me. Fucking Spike Chunsoft, you think you're slick? I see that fucking Hitler portrait. You thought you were slick. You really... I just gotta get that out of me. Fuck.
Fine, I'll talk to you. What do you mean something interesting? Take a look at this. Class 78 student roster. Class 78 student registry? It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt. Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? she was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. Mukuro reappeared suddenly. In the background, an entity floats, close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. Wait, so they killed one of their own? Just to set up a trap to get rid of Kyoko? Wow. Dangerous fucking people, then. If you're willing to sacrifice your own allies like that.
That's crazy.
I don't think they
She
can
was
make...
cute, though.
Yeah, she was. Standard black hair Japanese girl, yes.
Oh, yeah. Silver's type.
But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was? What's wrong, Makoto? Huh? You seem to be lost in thought. But I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5'7", 97 pounds. It even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32.
Giggity. Oh! Too soon.
Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body? You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you...
Actually, no. Mukuro's actually asking a really good question there. Out of all the questions
He is.
he's been asking throughout the game, that's a mature question. I respect that.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse. And maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, What I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy.
Fuck this guy, bro.
Oh,
Deadass.
and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh? The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in
Probably
mind.
the best thing
Thanks.
he said all day.
Yeah, right?
I respect Byakuya for that. Because he just went out of his way just to, like, give you, like, you know, advice. Because he can care less about you at this point.
On the mess, I should have been allies. But...
Yeah, so you know all those portraits up there? Because I recognize one of them already and I had to call that shit out, but...
No.
So you only recognize the Hitler and that's it. It's tough.
Wait, Hitler?
Yeah, he's third to the right. In between the guy with the mustache, pretty much.
Huh.
Actually, wait, no, those are two of the same pictures actually. At the last three. Oh,
Yeah, they are the same picture.
wow.
And the other two, like the first and third picture, going from left to right, they're the same picture also, just reversed.
Hmm. Do you think they're just there just to be there, or do you think, you know?
Probably
Maybe.
just decoration.
Yeah,
They still let me leave, so there's nothing more important here.
I guess. But now where does our journey lead us?
Is it this room? Music? No, not music. This way? Is this the way the data? No.
You know where the data is. So you got the data squad.
Digimon, Data Squad.
Data squad. A scoot new data squad new.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Let's go. Wait, let me take over first. I don't want to get exploded.
Be a gentleman.
Oh shit.
What is this? Star Trek?
This place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, it's kind of thinking the same thing. It's futuristic as fuck. Look at this. All these monitors. It's a control panel. Kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it.
RIP.
Let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just, or whatever, something like this. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? Not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says data center. Data center? Oh shit, it has every room in the school. Each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. And Monokuma popped up, right? Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Grar! Grar! Give me all your donuts! What the fuck? Is that you, Hina? What? Aw, man, busted! How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button! Whatever you do, don't push it! Aw, man! Were you seriously gonna push it? The room with the Monokuma drawing on it? And the control panel inside? Yeah, this is how you control... This is how Monokuma keeps popping up. Everywhere. That's good to know. What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words, maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Which is true. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, it's a very polarizing approach, I know. But okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's the hint. Blah 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 blah. The 16 students. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Let me turn the light on real quick. I need to see what I just did in my headset.
Interesting.
Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. But I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Good point. Can't waste a lot of time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? And peace out, bitches! Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah, the door! It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. Oh shit. Of course it's locked. Because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma! Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like. It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room? Correctamundo! But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been?
Were you Silver?
Did you just happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Too bad! That was your one big chance and you blew it! Are you fucking kidding me? Of course,
yeah,
that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace out, bitches!
Just like that, you're so close to finding out who the mastermind was. That's tough.
In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault. Okay. We don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Nice, you got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. I had to borrow that fucking key from Kyoko. We're getting back in here. We're getting back in here. Fuck that.
Dude,
I got played.
Yeah, you should have checked the hatch before, like. Because he says you can't open it, but you still can. It's a rookie mistake. God damn it. I think he broke about it too. That's the sad part.
Blah. Oh well.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I wonder, could you actually have opened it? I didn't even see a hatch, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I wasn't
That's why
paying
it's,
enough
like,
attention.
It's beneficial whenever you enter like a new room, when you do that button that does all the circles. Like, that's what you should do whenever you enter it.
Yeah. Mukuro's body, it's not here. Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? It might be related to the case. Maybe the body's inside the tool shed? I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, it must be that tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. It originally came from the Biolab, huh? On the handle it says Crazy Diamond. This Pika is connected to Mondo somehow. Strange.
Oh.
I don't think it's related to the case. Leave the area, check the chicken coop. So I really need to check here, but where could her body have gone? Dojo. Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sights? So maybe you found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? There wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give me back my precious time!
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down! Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will! I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that! I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going.
Yeah.
We're checking anyway. Oh, cool.
You missed the coin?
Yeah, I just got a coin.
Okay. Don't you enjoy those, you know, sakura blossoms falling down in the dojo?
I do.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. I can totally imagine Sakura out here using this to train.
It's tough.
We'll leave the area for now, but there's Biolab.
I like it raw.
I like it Smackdown. It's so cold! It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Oh, to preserve a dead body, maybe? Some kind of weird machine. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a close look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs.
Cadaver.
In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated.
So how
Temperature.
much money do I have to pay to eat
Go
a
on.
dead body?
One more time.
How much do I have to pay to eat a dead body?
To
make you a
eat
cadaver?
a dead body. There's gonna have to be a 1 in front of a shit ton of zeros.
God damn it! I thought you said zeros. Like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not making that mistake twice. You're gonna actually have to put up money, motherfucker.
I think 2 or 3 zeros are enough, honestly.
No, not even close.
God damn. For $1 million.
I was about to say 7 zeros is gonna be the minimum, bitch.
You do it, guys. Confirmed.
You're gonna have to pay me at least $10 million.
$10 million. Get the fuck out of here.
A 1 with 7 zeros is 10 million.
Nah, you only deserve 6 zeros, knowing your budget. So makes sense.
You're not wrong, but if you want me to do something that horrendous, you're gonna have to step it up.
You gotta ante up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. Looks like except when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is... Can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 7 people still alive, but 6 people are actually still alive. Which means that one of the people who supposedly died didn't actually die. But how is that even possible?
Are they counting Mukuro?
I am counting Mukuro. Because 16. There's 9 lights lit up. That's 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 7 people not accounted for. And there are 6 people still alive. So,
well, that's only the implication that the students are the mastermind. Yeah.
Well, the only people who set
right.
foot in the school are the 16 students. If that's to be
Yeah,
believed,
but what I'm trying to say is, like, did you find information where you read that said that, or are you just trusting what Monokuma say? You have to find out if that's true or not. That's it.
well, I mean, until the game gives me a reason not to believe that.
Oh, the game gave you plenty of reasons not to believe that. Case in point, last trial. Did you kill Mukuro Ikazaba?
No, the mastermind did.
Did Kyoko?
And the only people allowed to participate in the game is the fucking students.
Yeah, but you gotta realize rules can be broken, so just like how Monokuma broke a rule. Which makes it like a fact, like if he's gonna break rules, then then he's can't be a guy you can trust. That's all. Like that's my format. I don't know what's going on right now.
I can't believe I'm actually trying to scroll up to find this.
No, I know what you're saying. You're saying Monokuma said that, but the thing is, like, I'm just saying is Monokuma the most trustworthy at the moment?
Well, he has to follow the regulations, and he has to create a fair trial.
Yeah, but he has to. But has he proven that he's done that throughout the whole game? That's all I'm saying.
With the exception of this
Yes,
with the exception of the last trial that was designed to kill Kyoko, yes, he has.
Yeah. So well, guess what? Like, if he's done that, then is it like 100% sure that we should believe everything he says? That's all I'm asking you. Because as you can see, like from the the light count, like it doesn't make sense.
This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Yeah, he said that, but the thing is, like, are you gonna take his word for like 100%? Like, if you are, then you are. But I'm not. Because this guy proved to me that he can lie. So.
He can lie, but he was also...
That's what I'm saying. He can't lie. He's been telling the truth, but he lied. If he lied, then like I'm just saying, like like me personally in this game, I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of him, even if he is moderating it. Because when a moderator like cheats the system and does a cheat, like it kind of like diminishes their their power over you. Like, because when you really think about it. Like, put your mind together. Like, what did essentially him saying that do for everyone? Actually, a matter of fact, what is the motive of this fucking case right here?
What is the what?
The motive.
Well, he wants everyone to fail their investigation so that they all die, obviously.
Yeah, but what about that's what he wants you to fucking think? Because you gotta really think about it. Every case in this game has a,
But he also... If that's the case, then why would he unlock all the rooms of the school? If he wants them...
He played you, Silver! He played you because you could have found him in the data room and then you fucking... Oh, no,
the data room was one of the locked rooms.
Yeah, and he opened it up just to fucking troll you. He trolled you because he knew you were gonna miss that hatch. He plays games, Silver. To put all your trust in a bear is kind of comical at this point.
I'm not putting all my trust in the bear. I'm going based off of what the facts that the game has shown so far. To the fact that in this fucking morgue, there's 9 lights out of 16, which means there's 7 lights not lit up, which means there are 7 people still alive.
Which means that, like, how could that mean that one of us is released? Like, it just makes no sense, honestly.
One of those 7 has to be the mastermind. Yeah, it's basic numbers.
All I'm gonna say is Monokuma, like, has he proven to be the most trusted person? That's all I'm saying. If it's no, then like that's all I want to hear. Nothing more, nothing less. So.
I mean, technically no, but again, you cannot dispute that there are 9 out of 16 lights on that fucking thing.
I know, but what I'm trying to say, Silver, is everything that like the game gives you that isn't like you did it or you found information about it or it's like details about like the lore about the school. Take it for a grain of salt. If you want to take it for fact, then go ahead. Like I'm just trying to help you here, so that's it. No more, no less. I just want to give everybody my opinion. That's it.
Yeah.
If I was in this shit and like I got compromised, imagine I'm Mikado. Am I gonna believe anything this fucking says? This guy got me fucking killed. I should be dead. If it wasn't for Alter Ego, I should be dead. I'm gonna find shit my way.
Finally, check out the 2nd floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it.
It's my way or the highway.
This is the 2nd floor of the dorms. Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. No.
There's that dried blood again.
Yep.
So what I'm assuming this is the 2nd floor of the dorms?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bed is completely torn apart. It's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage.
You better hit 269 silver before everything's said and done.
I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. That's that. You fucking bitch.
Dude, you know Makata doesn't have the balls to do that. You always insist.
Because he's a fucking bitch.
No, because he's a gentleman. That's one thing I actually respect him. If anything, in this
It's
game.
a destroyed bathroom. Nobody's gonna use it.
Yeah, but still.
The fuck is this giraffe?
Damn. That's by far the best art I've seen so far. That's graffiti in this game.
True. It's like a classroom? Oh, post-peak students that came before us. Locker's already broken. That. Yeah, that's plenty. Really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Right around, no locked. Card reader installed in the door. It's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. Well, let's just give it a try. Maybe only the locker zone can open it, which means none of us can do it. No. Okay. Yeah, okay. Metal plate.
Y'all say the same thing, apparently.
Coin. No.
Guess that's all.
No. Alright. I don't think I can get anything from this room.
Aside from a coin. That was pretty much it.
I got a couple of coins, but it's not exactly what I was looking for
Is that
either.
like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh eye that I saw in the fucking...
Ooh, what's this? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. It's the headmaster's private room.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. $65. Whoever used this last, It looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
There's not much though. Not much though, nothing we don't already know.
in other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
That's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do, is a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. Strange gap in the wall. Ooh. Revolving door?
so
I feel a breeze coming out. A breeze? Likely an open space on the other side of the wall.
indeed.
A very easy trick. Yes, so easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. It's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all this paperwork and all the files in the PC. Everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want.
This shit will forever be going FH because Silver really is trying to get that fucking best author seller New York Times shit right now. Like shit.
I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. Let me just type the password here. Hell yeah, I took a nap and now I'm back.
This
And
guy
the
took
door
a
opened.
nap.
What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Get back here. It's a present. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'm more interested in this picture, I'm just saying.
It's beautiful.
Kinda is.
I guess we'll see it whenever.
But I guess the game is not gonna let me do anything else. So
Apparently give her birthday
present.
gift. Like shit. Yeah.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Oh, shit! What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright and joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? Just as I thought. What? Fine. I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father.
correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones, that body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Altrigo said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
in other words,
It was most likely that my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point, she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? And back to the best picture in the game.
Giggity. Alright.
Would you really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present is done.
Hey,
Went to each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited a family business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. This picture... it's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself. To cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Damn. Meanwhile...
Well, that was something.
Hey, because
But in the last drawer, in case of emergency, I found some kind of emergency handbook on the headmaster's desk.
in other words,
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is.
it would seem
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Can I ask you a favor?
so
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this. And I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko. Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Was that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've gotten myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. I'll see you later. To find out what happened to the headmaster. And there's more proof that the mastermind is one of the students in the killing game.
What happened?
To figure out who the mastermind is that set up this whole killing game, FH.
Wait, what did I miss? Because I stepped up for like 2 minutes.
The headmaster is dead.
Hmm.
Meaning, if the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, then the mastermind has to be one of the 16 students, because they were the only people still alive in this building.
Yeah, I can agree with that at that point. That's what happened. It just doesn't make any sense.
It was a theory that the headmaster was also the mastermind, but now the headmaster was found dead as a presence in a secret room in the staff room.
To me, I wouldn't be surprised if the game pulls like a fucking swerve and has like a secretary in this bitch too. Like, you never know.
That would be amusing. But,
Yeah.
well, the mastermind is using the bear as a puppet to communicate with the people in the killing game, but the bear itself is just an animatronic. So there's somebody controlling the bear, making the bear do the things that it's doing, but the bear can't function without being controlled by the mastermind.
Yeah, it's never had a chance to like uncover that shit, but shit happened.
Oh, that's probably just the game trolling.
I hope. I don't think it was though.
I could always check if I restart the chapter.
You could. That could be a bonus episode. Oh yeah, and these are all the people that died throughout the series.
Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question.
I have my 2 prime suspects already. Just for the sake of like, if that was the case, then they could be the only people that could actually like do this. But
alright, now that I have this thing, we are actually able.
Dude, what'd you get? Because I told you it was
the headmaster's e-handbook.
And that works like the master key?
Yep, except for anything with an electronic lock, like these lockers.
Would that work for the data center too?
And it's possible.
Hmm.
What about that emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Let's give it one more try. Beep. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Well, at least in that one locker. Okay, FH, let us go through this, since he's asking who's still alive. The people still alive are the character I'm playing as, Makoto Naegi, Byakuya Togami, Yasuhiro Hagakure, Kyoko Kirigiri, Aoi Asahina, and Toko Fukawa. Everyone else is dead.
Also, I want to inform
Supposedly.
that the headmaster, his daughter is Kyoko. So
yeah, Kyoko is the headmaster's daughter.
Yeah.
But she disowned her father when the father abandoned her to leave her family's legacy.
She run a school. Yep.
So, right now, tentatively, FH is saying Kyoko is the mastermind.
That's one of my suspects, for sure. Should be on everybody's suspect list.
Set the locker opened. I don't see anything that might be a clue. And not across. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. I don't see anything that might be a clue. And this is the last one. Oh, this locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. There's a couple things here to look at. A crystal ball. Crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. What? There was no denying what I saw. Yasuhiro Hagakure.
The fuck?
Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes. Which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. And we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook?
Well, I guess that puts somebody else on a chopping block now.
In theory.
Dude, that's a Banyan Crush. I see it, bro. What the hell's in that orange container?
I don't see anything that might be a clue. Oh, yay! This thing's practically empty except for this. Some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. Uh-oh, Cece's mad.
What?
Check Skype. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Looks like a girl's handwriting. And all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I saw something familiar written there. Words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true. If this belonged to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Blah 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 blah. What does this all mean? I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong with this whole thing, but when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. Damn. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. How could this possibly make any sense? There's a second despair? What?
Bro, I hate to say it, but I kind of paint your waifu as prime suspect for the time being.
Exactly, for the time being.
Yeah, but prime suspect, like, if that is what I'm assuming,
despair.
if that's a journal, then, you know.
Second despair. Yeah, somebody other than Mukuro Kasaba.
Mm-hmm. Actually, now I think about all the characters on Chomp Block right now. But, like, primarily, like, it has to be Kyoko right now just because of that.
Okay. Oh no. Are we on the...
Oh shit?
Is it starting?
Is a school announcement.
I think it's starting.
Is everyone
Let's see.
working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, hero. Wah! Oh no, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait! I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Well, shit.
Oh well.
Boing!
This got things way better when it's just you. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're not wrong. Hello, welcome! Hello, welcome! Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. Ready for the final hint? It's in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
Do it, faggot.
I love
do it.
this theme too. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. What I found was a single photograph.
What is photograph?
It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, and we looked at that file, Mukuro Ikusaba, then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember any of this. Where's Makoto?
He's probably taking a picture. Anything?
And
Okay,
now,
look
that,
at Leon,
now
bro.
that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else. Oh boy.
Are you really focusing on this guy? But hey, come on.
When was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture. But what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me. I didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be Everyone else? And just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet? You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out! But... I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Dugrat TR slash R at 2E exclamation point dash
Dude, is that your Twitter handle?
dash 3.
What is that? That has to be your Twitter handle, actually, or MySpace or something.
Damn it! Group photo has been added to the shoot section of your... Oh, man. So in the
Just
end,
like that, Monica.
all I found in the
Trolling
gym
me.
was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. Now, who's waiting for me? How does that count as a hint? Just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real. So full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Jesus, we're already on 2.5 hours. How much longer is this investigation?
It's the longest one ever.
I'll have to go soon, for fuck's sake.
You can always leave on a cliffhanger and continue.
I know, I know.
Not even a problem. It just sucks for, you know, me and fucking FH, bro, because they want to know. They want to know!
I know.
Tell me, can I get some? You know?
Wait, I thought...
You thought that, like, oh, I'll go through that exit again and get fucking jumped by Rey Mysterio again. Well, guess what? Like, you already had your episode.
No, I thought that was the way to the archive.
No, the archives are library. Because you remember correctly what happened in the second case, right? You were in a library?
Yeah, just...
Was it a second?
I thought
Yeah,
I answered from the wrong spot, that's all.
There we
Oh,
go.
Byakuya! Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya! I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, Byakuya, wait! What the? Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Everyone's basically gonna think I'm the killer now. God damn it. Of course they are.
Not only that, but Byakuya wouldn't even want to talk to you regardless, because he even stated in the beginning that he's doing his own investigation.
Oh yeah, but he talked before when we were in the room together.
True, but you know, he needed to tell you that information. And the information is forward, like, you don't need to know. I mean, that's Byakuya's, you know, persona.
Yeah. Hey, Hero! Gwa! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, No! Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry! Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hero, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? Why you be such bitch?
So, you know, an eye for an eye, take care of yourself, you know?
I guess. Nothing in here.
Still one of the best backgrounds in the game.
Yeah, I thought. Oh, right. Biolab.
I like it raw.
I decided to visit the biolab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Toko. Toko, are you okay? No, she's not dead, is she? Ooh, ah. It's cold! It's super cold! It's so cold I think I might catch cold! If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there, staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, and then... Have you reached that certain age?
Bro,
So why'd you pass out?
You never asked her what her tongue does. That's the one question I want to know. That's so fucking...
Well, I mean, if you must know, it spins me right round, baby, right round.
Like a record, baby, right around.
You're. What'd you do to Miss Moros? We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate.
She said bazinga, dude.
And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
And half the brain.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure Byaku's around somewhere doing his own investigating. By himself? I assume so. Huh. Jesus.
But you should have told her like she's with fucking Hina. Like she would
Yeah,
leave
right?
you in an instant, and that shit would be beautiful.
I should have. Hina saw blood. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko. It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay? I'm sorry if I made you worry.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it.
Indeed.
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks.
I'm deceased.
Anyway,
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time. The mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So,
Maybe you're right. Now I can get a good look at the body. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail.
By the balls.
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if I could open the other ones.
Nope. Makoto's too much of a pussy to do.
9 lights. Somewhere before. Yay! Tarp has been updated. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Oh, why not? The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own, without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief.
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the head, or the blow to the back of the head, were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
hey,
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5'7", 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get all that right? Huh. Five foot 6, 5'3", 5'4", 6'4", 5'7". You remember all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba.
And so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body.
why?
Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling.
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
what?
Go ahead then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What?
What?
So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms? But to get into any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because,
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
If that's true,
Could that mean that video is real too?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although, I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So,
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD. And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So,
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll recognize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. Okay.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words,
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
however,
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
But keep this in mind. There is only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it is the greatest truth or the worst.
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get going. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I'd better get going myself. Got the DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. I can't afford to lose.
Alright, back. What did I miss?
A lot.
Alright. So we have to... You need to start with something.
Metric fuck ton is what you missed.
Bro, I went to get a drink, dude. I was parched. To put it simple, what did I miss?
I present to you... where is it? The transcript of the last conversation that just happened.
Can you give me like clip notes?
Basically, Kyoko gave us a DVD to watch that had an interview. She's basically saying that no matter what kind of truth you find, you can't lose hope, and a bunch of other. She's gonna go check the lockers where I found that pocketbook to make sure that it actually belongs. The locker actually belongs to her, and if it does, then she's gonna see what that notebook said with her own eyes.
Mm-hmm. And that's it?
Well, those are the major things.
And you said a metric ton. You made it look like I missed the whole arc when I was gone, dude.
Well, watch this DVD with me and we'll see.
I would, but my fucking head got hit by a DVD or a VCR player. It hurts.
The fuck are you on about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna disclose the information. I got beaten the fuck out of the VCR.
That wasn't you.
I'm saying it's me. They don't need to know that.
Objection! Watch this fucking DVD.
No, you're supposed to say, hold it! Actually, no, what does Mikado say? He said something, dude.
I've got it.
Yeah, I've got it. There you go.
Oh, no, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. There you go. Alright.
Stared into the black of the monitor. Must have only been a few seconds. But to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? That took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long. There she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was a man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation. So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Man, this makes me miss Sayaka, dude. If anything.
I know. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad. She tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? That's me!
That's
What
you?
I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
This can't be real. I said
I'm
yes?
sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
So everyone's memories were wiped at some point after they started at Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. The heck just happened? Oopsie! Looks like it broke. Out of service! What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem.
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
I've lost my memory too? It's looking that way. I think everyone's memory was taken away. Probably by some kind of drug or something.
Or maybe amnesia.
Maybe. Dong, bing, bong.
Is it time?
There has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black. There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you know where.
It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. This is the end.
The 6 chapters, and he still couldn't finish his little glass of wine, bro. Fuck Monokuma and everything he stands for, bro. Fuck his Jolly Rancher shot. I'm done with this guy, dude. I hope he's the mastermind, dude. I'm done with this.
You're early, Makoto.
Listen,
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. Where is everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
however,
I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said. They arrived, one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? And it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. Almalete!
Never do it in your life, Silver. That's just scared that
Strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze. Now listen,
Loins.
everything will be just fine if you leave it to me. With my sharp scissors in hand, I'll stamp and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now.
Literally my face throughout the whole fucking shit after some of the parts. Especially that one.
Is everyone here? Ooh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin!
kills!
This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaximum sorrow.
Calling maximum overdrive, Silver.
You're right, this is the final class trial. And this time, it will be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Oh no.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
You should have said despair is mightier than the bear. That shit would have been so sick.
I got tired of those puns earlier in the episode.
I know, and so did my fucking Kyoko, because there's no fucking emotion that makes me so... Whatever she said.
Enough of your tedious dribble. Begin the trial already. Sure. Let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below. So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever. This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator. They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other. But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so. Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready. Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator.
Just like that, we're gonna have to leave you on the biggest cliffhanger of all time.
And you can explain what that cliffhanger is, good sir.
The cliffhanger is next time. We will do the trial of all ages. And it will be a super long episode, like this fucking episode, because I have never seen an investigation so long that it equal to a trial. That's
yeah, really?
Life. Like, look at that time, Soldier.
3 hours and 18 minutes just to say good night, good fight, and don't forget to order your goddamn Popeyes by hitting the subscribe button and touching the notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe to Renegade68 on Twitch.